Holy crap, is this a timely video by HighTeaToys on a topic that has just happened? Are you feeling okay? Do you need to sit down? That remains to be seen. We need to talk dreams. Okay, that was just all to say I don't usually make timely videos, let's be honest. However, I came across these pictures of the sets and oh my goodness, I'm so excited and I really want to talk. Because there's stuff in here that is kind of the things that I've been wanting Lego to do for a long time, are the things that I've always looked for in Lego, and are also the things that I think make Ninjago great in my opinion. Now, just before I dive in, if this is the first time you watched any of my videos, I like buildings, I like minifigures, I like, you know, crazy stuff. I have a huge obsession with the Ninjago city sets, but not necessarily the actual things. What I'm not hugely into is sort of like mechs, cars and stuff like that. So inevitably what we'll do when we go through these sets is we'll dwell on the buildings longer, okay? But I need to talk to you about these because as you may have been able to tell, you know, there's some excitement going on here, a little bit of excitement. Okay, cool. I've got them on my laptop down here, so if I'm looking down, that is what I'm looking at. Also, the other thing is I do not know the story of this Dreams world. All I know is I think they travel through dreams using purple mushrooms, but then when looking through these sets, like, there is purple mushroom characters, so I feel like they're probably not eating them. I am unsure. Anyways, these sets are actually based on a TV show, so they will be launching with this show, which is giving me major Monkey Kid vibes, but like for more Western audiences. So I'm super excited to see the show because actually I really kind of want to know what the deal is with this thing, because after having seen all the pictures, I'm like, must understand more. So let's go into it. The first set is 71453, the Izzie and Bunchu the bunny. It's a mech, so I won't go into super much detail, but this is the first set that I saw and I love this figure. Look at this figure. Look at her hair. Oh my god, it's giving me like video vibes. I love the mold, I love the colour, I love how much detail this figure has as well, like printing everywhere. Obviously, this being a Lego, like, own IP, there's going to be so much detail because they have more for the budget. So this set is 259 pieces and will retail for about $20, which I'm assuming is probably going to be like £18, which that is a really good price tag. I'm gonna just put it out there. That is awesome. Look what you get for it. Also, we get a glimpse of what I'm assuming are like the henchmen of the villain, which are these tiny little monsters which use all these cool helmets, and they are so freaking cute and weird and I love them. It also looks like every single figure has one of these like hourglasses thing, which I'm assuming is going to be a huge part in the show as to how they control the dreams. I'm not sure, but they all look really beautiful and cool. I can't believe there is going to be a roller skating bunny mech. This is giving me such Adventure Time like vibes. Genuinely. Next up we have like the boy mech, I guess. This features Z-Blob. Z-Blob, I don't know how to pronounce it, but like I love this little guy, but oh my god, he's so weird. And we can also see the first appearance of the new element that I've spotted in this series, which is this really cool multifunctional weird molded thing, which is used for like trees and slime. I don't know, but like it looks super cool. I really like all the transparent elements in this mech, and this is obviously the first look at the male main figure, and he's cool. He has a pencil for a staff. He has so much detail. I love his hairpiece. Oh my god, that's such a good mold. I showed these pictures to Ben as well, and he was like, oh my god, it's a mimic. This is awesome. Oh, and before I forget, that also retails for $19.99, which is a really good price as well. Next up, this is one of Ben's favourites, and he was like, oh my god, it's the jailer. This one's called the Grimkeeper, the cage monster, but he's literally a jailer, and it has such N'Zoth vibes as well. All the eyes keep appearing and all the villain stuff, and they just have a lot of N'Zoth vibes. Again, Z-Blob appears. I think this little like dude's mech flying thing is a bit naff, like whatever, it's not as exciting to me. Also, I think it's a new element, but we see a lot of these sort of white swirls in these sets in different colours, which I really like because you obviously have those other swirly elements already that I think are really versatile and useful for like architectural details, but these new swirls are really cool. It's just really fun, and I love the little lantern. It's hard to tell the scale of these, but this one is a little bit more expensive at $34.99 again. Then next up, this is the first set where I nearly lost my mind. I was like, oh my god, I love this. It's crazy. It reminds me of the cat bus from Totoro. It has the same energy. This is Mrs. Castillo's turtle van. So Mrs. Castillo, I think, is also one of the main characters. It's this like sort of tiny grandma. Her body looks like one of those molded ones, a bit like Hagrid's body. But also she has a really cool backpack on her back, and I have no idea how this works, but it looks ace, and she looks so feisty. I really want to see her in this series because I think she's going to be a really fun character. There is a cactus. I don't know what the name is, but it's a cat and it's a cactus. It's what is going on. I love all the stickers. What I also really love about this van is you can kind of already really easily see that you can make this into a genuine van that you can put in your city. Like, you can take all the wacky elements off and mock it a little bit and put it into your city as one of the like nice little coffee stalls or whatever the things are on the side that they sell. I really love this. It's beautiful. So this turtle van thing is $44.99. Honestly, this is probably a set that I will definitely pick up because even it's easy to justify this one because I'm gonna love building this. It's super wacky, but also I can be like, it's fine, I'm putting in a city, like I'm gonna mock it. So there is a really good justification there. I'm so hyped for this. It's so cool. Next up is the Pegasus flying horse. It's evil Pegasus, okay, obviously. So there's a little flying cage monster in the back, which drew my attention away because I was like, this is my favorite bit of the set. I really love the colours that they use. I also really like the little thing Zoe flies on because it's really, like, it's such a small build, but it feels really effective and it's very refined in a lot of ways. So I was very shocked to see that. This set retails for $49.99. So we're kind of going up in price as we're going, basically. But also this really evil character, like Nazoth dude with his crown and his like, sword. He's cool. I need that figure for sure. From the instructions I can see, it looks like there may be alternate instructions for all the builds so you can kind of do other stuff with it as well, which would be really cool. And I always really like it when instructions, especially for kids aimed sets, have multiple versions of the build because it kind of feels like they become more versatile that way. I think having the versatility is going to really feel like it goes a longer way. And also I just really love that we're getting like another series that's basically as wacky and awesome as Monkey Kid. Next up, this is probably my least favourite set of the bunch. However, when I showed this to Ben, he was like, I love this. This is awesome. So it kind of goes to show that there is something for everyone in this series, it seems. It's Crocodile Car. I feel like it's too techy for me and the colours don't work, but as I said, Ben thinks this is awesome. I do love the amount of really random tiny creatures in this set. I feel like I need all of them. They all have names as well. There's a good amount of cool stuff happening here, but it didn't quite like excite me as much as some of the other sets that I've seen. This dude with like the sheriff hat, which point one is an awesome mold, but also his ride is, it's a good motorcycle he's got there. And the Crocodile Car retails for $49.99, so $60. So next up, this is another set that I'm so hyped about because this is probably next to one more that you're yet to see and the turtle van thing. One of my favorites. It's so cool and wacky. Look at the mushroom dudes. They're so cute. Oh my god. There is the blob again. There's like this like deer thing. It's very Emerald Dream to me and it's so cool. I love the amount of figures you get in a set. I love the way that they make these windmills. I'm pretty sure those leaf things at the end of the windmill blades are like new elements. Obviously we have those like new weird molded elements used as trees here, which I think is really effective. I love the like flowers that just come out at the back. Mrs. Castillo looks like awesome. She's so cool. I love the blue door. There's so much to love. This color would never have been anything that I would have thought to make a building out of, and it works so well. The combination is just really nice. It's not something you can place into your city straight away, and it's also like a bit of an awkward layout, but at the same time I'm like, I want to build a land where this would look native. There is so much to love about this. It's stable of dream creatures and they are dreamy and I love it. It retails for $79.99, so $80. Just really would like to see a few more pictures of the interiors and everything to properly judge, you know, if this is worth it. But I think overall this comes with a really good variety of really interesting parts. It does also look like this theme doesn't rely on stickers as much. Like, yes, it definitely adds things for more sort of like fantasy elements, but it doesn't feel like the stickers define the set, which, you know, sometimes happens with themes, and I really love that. It looks awesome. I kind of just really want this set to play with it, honestly. It just looks awesome. Next up, Mrs. Oz's Spacebus is probably the most to me, just because it doesn't feel as sort of wacky and magical as sort of the other ones, but at the same time it does look pretty cool. Feels like they added a lot of things to the bricks to make them more interesting and spacey, but the amount of random creatures in this make it way more exciting to me. There isn't actually that many full minifigure ones, but there's a lot of the really small ones. And I think Mr. Oz is one of the main characters as well. I really like his beard mustache combo. That's a new mold and it looks so good. I really hope we're going to be seeing that in more sets. It looks fan-bloody-tastic. Price for this one is a little bit higher, which is $89.99, so it's getting close to the $100 mark. But at the same time, it's a solid set. It's pretty big. Like, then next up, this set blew my mind. This is like fantasy Ninjago. I lost it. I love it. Look at the blue leaves. Look at the like hanging things. Look at the slimy building, which is like probably like Z-Blob's house or something. Like, this is crazy. I love this set. This is probably also, again, why I really associated it with Adventure Time, because obviously Treehouse, but it's crazy. I love it. This is just making me really happy. And I think that is the good thing about the Lego stuff. I want Lego to make me happy and excited, and I want it to be an escape from reality. And I feel like this is doing that in such a creative way. It's awesome. Genuinely. I love this. There's so much about this. If you're like, yeah, I don't think this fit in my city, which, you know, I'm with you. I'm trying to, you know, come up with reasons why I need this. And, you know, look at the street signs. I totally need to name my streets like Dream Drive and like, I don't know, what else is there? Like Lucid Avenue or something? Probably the only thing that I'm not entirely sure about in this build is like what I'm assuming is the talking mail bus. Like the mailbox is a bit in a massive build. I'm not sure about him. But overall, this thing, it looks so beautiful. So obviously you need to know how much it retails for, because this is a pretty big set. So this is going to be retailing for $100, which, can I just put it out there? $100 for like that involved a set? That's about £90. That is a really good price point to be at for like a set like that. That feels to me more worth it than the Spacebus that we've just seen, but obviously I'm much more of a target audience for this one. I love like there's a tiny like Grim Reaper cage monster here. I love that we get a good variety of those little blob creatures. This dude's hat with the eye in it, I need them. They're cool. They could be like a little cult, like creeping in the background of my city. Like, they're super cool. There is so much creativity in this set. I am hyped, as you can see, because my cheeks are all red. I'm like, oh my god, I need this. There's a decent amount of stickers in the set, but also I feel like that's exciting because I want the stickers to use as little nods to things in my city, and I just want to see what people do with this stuff. Like, I really hope this catches on in the Apple fandom because I need to see this in people's cities. Alright, next up, this is the biggest set that they have. It's $140. But look at it. Look at it. It's so refined. It's, again, as I said, really Monkey Kid vibes. It looks so cool. It's so Nazoth. It's so like textbook villain things, but also it still looks absolutely amazing. I really kind of like that the villain ship is like the biggest set of this line because they've really done it justice. It looks like a proper shark. There seems to be so many movable things to it. Like all of the eye detailing, the cages, the engines, the figures that you get in this. Honestly, it looks bloody awesome. And how cool would this be to have like flying above the Ninjago area, because it would really fit into that theme. It's really wacky. I love it. I love this like villain person. He looks proper evil, but like cool evil. Genuinely think this is a really strong set. I need that sword. I need all those eye like tiles and things. They've blown it out of the park with these. They look so good. They make me excited to watch like the series that they have. I think they have them online, so I have to go and find them because I want to watch this. All of this stuff is coming out on August 1st. This is not at all endorsed by LEGO or whatever, but this is my just genuine advice to you. Ready your wallets. I really hope that some of you are just as excited about these sets as I am, because I think I've been having a bit of a LEGO rut recently, and just to see something crazy, wacky, but also a little bit more affordable, it's pretty exciting, because this is a really good base for mocks, and maybe for a new area if I create like a fantasy area in my city, which I really want to do now having seen this stuff. I need to find out the storyline. I need to get all these figures. They are gorgeous. There's so many cool elements in here and some really interesting recolors. Obviously the blue leaves massively stand out to me. I'm sure there's going to be some really good reviews and detailed breakdowns, but I won't have these sets until like I buy them sometime in August or September, whenever I have budget. But I am super excited about this stuff and I will definitely be picking up some. So which one is your favourite? Are you excited about this theme? Let me know in the comments down below, because we're going to have a little discussion. Alright, that's it for my timely dreams video. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, people. Goodbye! Hello!